let's just make the Discord ping and we'll be good to go. Hello, hello. Welcome, Ryan Thighs. I'm doing okay. I just am kind of still in a little bit of a low mood, so this is gonna be we're gonna definitely be able to finish Riven today. I was gonna perhaps start another game afterward, but I'm gonna see where my energy is at when we're there, because I've had days before where when I hop in I suddenly feel a lot better, but I'm not gonna force it. We're gonna see where the vibes take us, and it'll be a good day. Excuse me. I do have a nice treat with me today. You will hear lots of soda gulping sounds because I went to that dessert place that I talked about that I like, Twisted Sugar, and I got the blackberry and Pepsi mix that I like. It's so good. I got it in like a 32 ounce. It's like the size of a small child. It's amazing. Hello. Excuse me. Still kind of sniffly. Ick. Alrighty. I think I'm almost ready to go. Just want to do some last checks on things. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. And then we're gonna blast out our ears starting the game today, because I need to load it up still. Ba-doop. Okay. Oh, without any further ado, let us Riven. Last we left off, we were imprisoned by Gen. I'm doing okay. Things have gotten better. I got into an altercation, let's call it, yesterday, and I just didn't feel that I was in a good place to be entertaining afterward. I don't want to get too into it because it was some pretty personal stuff. But it kind of weighed pretty heavy on me. I'll be honest, I'm still not at like 100%, but I'm at like an okay percent to stream, you know? Yesterday I definitely would have been big angy all day. But things are better. Things are better. So let's see. Riven. Oh, it didn't blast our ears out. Okay. And then I just want to set up chat real quick so I can see you guys and play at the same time. And if I go like bop bop. Maybe not like that. Maybe more simmer, more like there's angry like when I'm shocked and I get over it. And then there's like Then there's like the kind of anger that sits with you and festers. I was not in a good place yesterday. Jail 2. Okay. So last we left off, Gen has the book. And we can call him back if we want to use it. But I somehow feel like that isn't the solution here, because we have access to all of these books. I don't want to go here. And I assume they all lead to the various places around. Riven? I can go to that small island. Is this it? Oh, this might be what I want to do. You know what? Let's check it out. I'm interested. This is somewhere we couldn't access before. Catherine? Catherine, is that you? Do I have any notes that look like this? Hold on. Let me flip through real quick. I do not have anything that looks like this. What does it do? Does it... It makes sounds. Okay. I'm trying to think of what... Actually, I wonder if it matches the, Actually, I wonder if it matches the telescope. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. That's the only other code I can think of. No, does not match the telescope. Let's see. Is there anything in Catherine's book? No, this is about the books. This is about the symbol. This is about the world they went into. This is about... But keep an ear out. Oh, okay. I imagine I won't find it in here then if it's sound-based. But I do wanna make sure that I reread this little note here. You will still need the combination to release me again. Keeps it in his office. Okay. New plan. We need... Do. have new theories. I do not remember which one of these is the closest to Gen's office. But I do think I know where to look. But I don't know for sure. Okay, so... like, let's say, for example, here. This is... where is this one? Have I been to this one? Yeah, he turned on the power to them. Have I been here? The island shape is this one. I feel like I've been here, but from this angle, I'm having a hard time remembering where it is, so I might just go there for funsies. Oh, this is right by the... this is right by the dome. Okay, so the dome... ooh, can we get to the office easily from the dome? I think so. We take the elevator up, we go in, and then we go dee-lee-lee-lee-lee-lee-lee. And then there's the map to the islands here, I can kind of remember. It's Crater Pancakes, so it's... we started on the lower level, da-da-da-da-da-da. And we passed... It's the door after this one, I think, if I'm correct. This takes us to Crater Pancake? No. This does not take us to Crater Pancake. This takes us to Crater Pancake. Okay. So... Gen keeps it in his office. Touch. 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 Nothing. Touch. I don't think it's in here. Okay. We need to find things that make sound. Does this make sound? What the fuck? I don't know if I'm ready for that. Oh wait, no, this is how we got in here the first time. Do these make sound? No. Do these make sound? No. Do these make sound? No. Does this make sound? Do these make sound? Nope. Do these make sound? Nope. He said he keeps it in his office. So I'm thinking it's gotta be something around. You know? Touch. Nope. Is there any of these other things that open? Nope. Touch. Do you make sound? No. Hmm. Do you make sound? Do you make sound? No. Do you make sound? No. Do you make sound? No. This is where we started. Do you make sound? I still can't enter you. I mean, it made a sound, but it's not what I'm... And this is the office, I would presume. I would guess. Unless there's a distinction between office and lab that I'm missing. Hello! We're looking for a final clue, but I'm not sure where it would be. I've been going around in circles in this area that I think it's in. Seek the combination to it. Again, keeps it in his office. Then I assume we're to signal Atreus. What would it be? There's so many things, and yet I cannot move most of them. I hope I am. I'm not the brightest tool in the shed, but you know, not the shiniest ball in the box. But I'll provided enough guts and tenacity, I believe that anything is possible. Something something rah rah fight the power. Do you make sound? No, you do not make sound. It's a sound-based combination. So I'm assuming that I have to make something make sound. But all of these things, excuse me, are not interactable. If I could move that book, I would move it to a power source and see if it can get repaired, but I don't think that that's possible. What is it? What is it? Am I even in the right office, I wonder? I mean, this is the only thing that would construe as an office to me. Unless it's supposed to be in the area that we get captured in. Which I don't think there's a lot that we can play around with there. And I don't want to accidentally hit buttons in case that it creates a bad end. Because I feel like that's a delicate spot, you know? These are not, like, they look like the buttons, but they're not interactable. The drawer, only the top one opens and it's eggs. The trap is not interactable. Ah, this is true. This would be the lab, not the office. So, would we have to perhaps I guess I could look around the, new place that we unlocked. But that, I think, is more his prison than his office. I don't know. Wait. Wait, something is clicking to me. But I have to remember where it's located. It's wait a minute. It's not down here, I don't think. No. I'm pretty sure it's not down here. The path back to the original island that we first landed on. I think if we take the minecart up, we'll get kind of close. Let's sit through this for funsies. Wait, where's the lever to make it go? What? Okay. Oh, there's the lever. Okay. So I think I might have one last thought. Actually, technically I have two. Hello! So, there are two places that I'm thinking of that could be Gen's office. One is the place that he projected into the throne room, and the other is the one where, he was able to control the lights to make the whale move around, I suppose. I do, actually. Here we are. Let me just, exclamation point, yeah, there we go. We are still rather small, but feel free to come in and enjoy our shenaniganery. Okay, I think if we go this way, this will take us kind of to it. It was this way, I think. Right? No. No. I need to go into the... No, this takes us to the... I'm sorry. I'm kind of re-remembering the lay of the land, so pardon if I take, like, several hundred wrong turns. This takes us to the village. That was the correct way. We needed to go... Doot. Oh, where's the... Hang on. Doot. There's a thing here. Dude. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed our rockin' and stonin'. Rock and stone! If you don't rock and stone, you ain't going home. Oh, it's okay, you're not the only one. I don't know any programmers specifically who prefer dark mode, but I have two friends that do light mode Discord, and I found this out. One of them, we were in a car together, and like me and somebody else were in the back seat, and he and another person were in the front seat, And he turns on his phone, and I could see everything on his phone. I'm like, it's blaring light mode directly into my eyes. Okay, this is theory 1. I do not know if this is correct. Yes, no, maybe so. I still actually don't think I ever found out what we were supposed to do with this. There's a sound. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, I don't think this is it. However, I have a second theory. I just have to remember where that is. Where was the whale room? I'm trying to remember. I actually am struggling to remember where that was located. If I go here, does this look familiar at all? Wheel room's on. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, we need to go. Wait, this is the big island. Where is the tram to the survey island? This is the island. This is the village. Hang on. Trying to remember which tram took me to the right one. This is not correct. Right? Wrong? No. This one takes me... I think I need to take the frog tram again. I think I've done something incorrect. I think I go... That is true. If I just find any dome, I could get right to the survey. So actually, let me go back there, because I know where a dome is from. But if I go to the village, there's definitely, or not to the village, to the tree place. There's definitely a dome up here. Whoops, not there. Over here. And then I need the elevator up. No. This isn't the elevator up. This also isn't the elevator up. This way. Yes. Face elevator. Face elevator. And then we do the passcode again. 18 15 9 8 6 Okay, so we need, I mean, it's faster than the alternative, I will say. Okay, so we need to find the one... Is this the one? No, this is not Survey Island. This is Survey Island. Yes. Boop. Okay. The whale. The whale was... Where is the whale from here? Hang on. I'm gonna just walk in a direction real quick. Okay. The whale is... the town. I think from here there's a way inside, and then you just have to go whoop, and then go out the other door, and then go whoop, and then you hang out in here, and then you waddle, 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 and then you pull this lever, I suppose, and what I call a thing. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle. This is easily the most ominous elevator in the game. It's so spooky. I love it, but it's spooky. Okay. Do 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 do. No, this is not whale room. This is not whale room. This is whale room. Ha ha. Click. Okay, I do not remember if this thing makes sound, but... there will be a whale some point. Not this one. Hold on. I think it's the other one. I think it's the other camera. Okay, so I've been trying to figure out what the deal is with these. Do these have... Wait. What I want is the mystery one. I want this one all the way over here. Didn't it make a sound? I feel like I'm misremembering. No, it didn't. It didn't make a sound. Hey, Zix! We're trying to uncover mysteries. Whale o'clock? Hello. I know you don't like me. Okay. I don't think these are what I'm looking for. Hello! Alright, alright. Let me clear my throat so I can give you a good one. Hold on, let me take a sip. No, I need to go into my low register. There we go. That's a little better. I'm starting to get some of them, like some of the tricks. You really have to go low. Like you can't do like a high pitched no. You gotta really no, that's too low. This is the cameras in the village. This is... Is this the prison? Oh, so among the Vtuber community, it's kind of a meme. In Japanese, ara means like, oh my, or like my, you know, like some like slightly surprised but amused kind of like exclamation. And a lot of, especially like the big corporate VTubers, it's become a meme to say ara in their best like seductive mommy voice. And I have never been very good at being either seductive or mommy, but I thought it would be very funny to make practicing my ara a redeem so that you can all torment me and watch me get embarrassed trying it out. Okay, this was my second theory though, and I don't think it's bearing fruit. This is also true. Everybody comes into voice call and gets pressured into ara-araing. Alright. Ara-ara. That one was a little okay. Could go better. Ara-ara. No, that's not really conveying the meaning. I'll think about it. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing on this puzzle. I thought this might be where we were going. I thought this might be the quote-unquote office. I feel like this man would make a throne room his office. But perhaps not. Or perhaps I'm not looking right. Oh, you've not been around long enough then. If seductive mommy voice is new to you. It's also I love that that fits into haiku. I'm just pondering what could possibly... what it could be. We have all these sounds. Oh, I am lost. I'm very lost. We have these sounds. We've had the sounds that are made by, like, the animals around the island. I really don't think it's here, but I'm feeling like I'm missing something here. What else would constitute an office? If it's not the thing with the throne room with the red room, and it's not here. I'm trying to go back in my mind over what was office like. It's not the lab. Where have I been? Where have I not been? I feel like it's on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't. Well, see, the thing is I think I know where Catherine is. I think Catherine is in that thing, is in that place on the Stump Island. Although, wait a minute. I think I might have hit upon something. I might be thinking too, I'm thinking too broad. Hold on. I'll go up here. Why not? Let's get up here. Does this island have a dome on it? Doma. This does have a dome on it. I think I am thinking too broad. That's actually just what I was thinking, Porku. Maybe it is. He referred to it as his prison, but I mean, a lot of people refer to their office as their prison. Ba-da-bop. Doma. We'll skip the little zooming in. Okay. So, we might have to find a way out of this cage. Cause like, okay. Just like giving you my thoughts here. I think that... Is this the island? Okay, we're gonna go here just so I can review. I think that this is where Catherine's being held. And I need to figure out what the the combination is to get into her. Like, I think this is it. So... Do-do-do-do. 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 I've missed a control. There's a pull chain that I've not tried to use yet. Oh! Hold on, I'll look for it. Is it in the office? Or is it by the thing? I'm assuming it's in the office. Pull chain. Pull chain, pull chain, pull chain. Pull chain. Pull chain. Pull chain. Pull chain. Pull chain? Hang on. That is what I asked, and I... Wait, is it this? This thing? Where the code was? Oh, the 3 sounds on the small island? Okay, hold on. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Hang on, I didn't notice that. Thank you. Oh! Pull. Oh my god. I didn't have to do it after all. No, no, it's okay. You're wonderful. Ugh, excuse me. Hey.
You made it.
It me.
But how'd you get past Ken?
Are you Catherine? It was a long story.
You must really believe I've gone mad.
It's a really long story.
I know what he's doing.
What's he doing?
He's watching you. He's waiting for you to make a mistake.
I don't know
He's
what
hoping
counts.
you lead him back to Danny. You can't let Ken. Atris sent you to save me.
Yeah.
But if Gen gets back to Danny, he'll kill him. I think I know how to signal Atris, but it's going to take both of us. You'll have to trap Gen before you can get the combination. Be careful.
Okay.
Go then. If you won't help me, then I have nothing more to say.
I mean, I want to help you. I just... Look, this is really awkward, woman. Yeah, no, it doesn't have mic support. I'm just... I feel like it's more fun for me to roleplay along. Okay, we have to get the okay, we have to trap him before we can get the combination. We have to trap him before we can get the combination. We have to trap him before we can get the combination. Okay. I've spent many hours of my life playing D&D. I will roleplay with any NPC I can find. That is my favorite thing to do. I have a theory, but I think it's very risky. Yeah, what I'm gonna do, because the prison book, okay, here's the thought. Prison book. So, the way the prison book works is if one person goes in, then if another person goes in, the first person gets exchanged out. Like what happened with Cirrus and Akinar, right? I think he's trying to prove that it's safe for him to go through. So I'm gonna go in, trap myself, and then he's gonna go in and fuck himself over, right? Let's give it a go. It's a risky theory, but let's see if it works. Hey yo. My dude.
I'm relieved you've returned.
I know, right?
I
All
thought
10
perhaps
fingers,
you
all
had
10
decided
toes?
against it. Here, I shall follow you directly.
Sure. This could be a bad end. Oh, it's really... Look, it's safe. See? It's safe. Oh. Ha ha. He's trapped. Okay, I don't touch that. I don't touch that. Okay. Now I can look around unhindered. Nothing can stop me now. Save gum. GG. Save. What does this button do? It closes the cage. Nice-oo. Or opens the cage. Whatever. Now I won't pull that again. What does this do? Hello? Do you have a combination?
¿Quieren Atsu? ¿Shima? Shorate. Mata neta. Tagamem. San botegan shem. Vasi.
He's got water. He's got what I assume are just general creature comforts. He's got bed. He's got... Oh, heck yeah. I start this latest journal with astounding news. Catherine has returned to the 5th Age. And though it sets my teeth on edge to say it, she has also vanished as quickly as she appeared, stolen from me by the rebels. As my guard tells it, she linked into the Fissure Plateau cage, as I'd guessed, when suddenly he was set upon by a band of rebels who darted him and spirited her away. I suspect the truth of the matter was that he was so dumbfounded at actually witnessing someone link in after all this time that he presented an easy target for whichever rebel had happened by at that moment. The damnable luck of it. He did get a good enough look at her, though, to verify that it was indeed Catherine. He also claims that he inspected all of her belongings and found no linking book on her person, a fact which, if true, makes the question of why she's returned here all the more puzzling. While I am sick with frustration at having lost the only quarry that cage has ever caught, I'm also filled with hope. She may yet provide me with a way back to Dunny. It is true that I have managed, despite overwhelming odds, to break free of the confines of the Fifth Age and resume my mission to save my culture from extinction. But I fear that unless I am able to regain access to the vast resources that lie in the city's ruins, the task of reconstructing that great civilization will be impossible. If Catherine did bring a linking book with her, then I am halfway there. If not, then she's trapped in the Fifth Age, and I can assume that my emotionally crippled son will soon be along to rescue her. My emotionally crippled son. Let me take a sip real quick. Thank you for the redeem. Yum. Either way, it's crucial to my plans that I find her soon. Her presence here now forces me to take the rebels more seriously. I should never have permitted them to survive this long. Once again, the Great Work has demonstrated its usefulness to me. This past week, the villagers have been most difficult to manage. Apparently, they have learned of Catherine's arrival, and their fear of this mythic beast has been all that kept them in line. Had I known how truly useful these prodigious creatures would prove to be, I would have perhaps captured more of them while the local population was still plentiful. Although, to be sure, if these disturbances continue, my current pets will be in no danger of perishing for lack of nourishment. Ooh, yikes. Big old stretch. Big old stretch. Thank you. Oh, I needed that. You ever stretch and just feel your shoulders just go, oh my god! The search for Catherine continues. I now deeply regret my mistake of having ever taught these primitive people anything at all about the books. It seems that with each passing day, I more sorely realize the extent to which they were not ready for that knowledge, not even in the simplified manner in which I had presented it to them. Their minds, adapted only to the exceptionally menial tasks of village life, were incapable of comprehending the art in all its complexity, and thus were unable to extract the essential underlying principles that are, ironically, so elegantly simple. It is obvious that much of the discord that exists between us stems from their failure to grasp the full meaning of the information I gave them. If they'd been able to gain even the smallest glimpse of the future I'd planned for them, then this conflict would not exist. The minds of children are much more malleable. With the proper instruction, they have developed a more appropriate posture towards the culture that gave them their lives. At times, they take to it almost as if they had a bit of Dunny blood in them. Given the natives' inborn limitations, however, I am quite careful that none gain a level of understanding that would permit them to sin against their future the way that Catherine did. How foolish I was to think that she could contain such knowledge responsibly, when it was quite clear that my own son could not. Atris still here remains one of the greatest disappointments of my life. I should have never left him with my mother. By the time I had returned to him, he'd already been poisoned as to all the thoughts of the Dunny. Perhaps it was the only way that she could rationalize the fact that she had been responsible for the collapse of their civilization. So much destruction, so many great lives lost. The guilt must have been unbearable. I do have vague recollections of the love she had for my father and for our world, but ultimately she was an outsider whose ignorance of the Dunny became the catalyst for their demise. If I am able to rebuild our culture and in the process correct such crucial weaknesses, then perhaps what she did was ultimately necessary in order that a new era of prosperity might someday come to pass. These last few weeks I have found myself frequently beset by images from the past. As I stood in the schoolroom today, I was reminded of my own childhood. The years I spent... I sometimes stretch and feel my neck exploding. When you get the joint pops, that's the best. As I stood in the schoolroom today, I was reminded of my own childhood, the years I spent in the Bookmakers Guild, Father's immense pride at each of my small accomplishments there. He was an important man in the Dunny world, but I can't bear to think of him for long. It's too much. I was too young to see such a thing. I've got her. Late last night I received word that Catherine was in the village attempting to persuade the people to join her. I lost 2 good men in the process, but I would have paid 100 times that number for such a prize. She's been taken to the prison island, where I've been attempting to gain some insight as to the reason for her presence here. I've had to fight the all but constant impulse to put her on the gallows. She's adopted the most infuriating stance of only answering my questions, when she answers them at all, in her native tongue. Even so, she's a poor liar. I am now quite certain that her return to Riven was unintentional, and that she brought the linking book with her. Or brought no linking book with her. As far as her unwillingness to share with me the location of the moiety, we shall see. Without their leader, however, they are once again powerless against me. If Catherine's coming here was indeed an accident, then Atris is bound to come for her. That is a given. The question I must now consider is, how will he do it? It is likely that his hesitation has been due, at least in part, to this dilemma. One way or another, though, he'll have to bring a linking book to get back to Dunning. There is no other way. It's late, and I cannot sleep. I've lost so much in my life. My people, my father, my son, and you, my wife, Keta. You were the only true kindness I have ever known. Watching you flicker there in the imager, sometimes wonder if you were real. If I could restore your life with my pen, I would do so in an instant, and leave the rest of the world to their own wretched fate. Oh. Damn these savages. I would be well advised to leave them all in the Fifth Age and begin again with a clean sheet of paper. A stranger has arrived on Riven with a linking book to Dunny, and once again my useless minion was overtaken by the rebels. From what little I could decipher from his muddled explanation, it apparently occurred sometime this morning. The cage has been damaged, but it is no matter. Everything I need is here now. Atris is certainly behind this. Yet how could he be so foolish as to send someone here with a linking book? Such blatancy is unlike him. Could it be that he has had a change of heart? After all these years, is he finally letting his poor old father go? No, he's only after one thing. Perhaps he should find her. For now, I need only to wait and observe. Wait. Oh, I guess I arrived on your birthday. What is this? Oh! Hold on. Oh my god. I have to write that down. Hang on, I'm gonna do... How do I shorthand these? Because that goes pretty fast. Hold on. We'll do rattle, ping, and, what's the last one? R, ping, rattle, ping, rattle? Hang on. That is correct. You are correct. 13121. I have it written down in letters, but that is what we were looking for. Okay. And then, is there anything else we can dig up in here? Oh, what are these? Again, my husband and my salvation. I'm not sure what that says. Myself to you. Love, Keta, I think. I can't read the full message, but I guess that's them together. Well, even him, I'm glad, had some shred of happiness, though it wasn't really meant to last. I'm assuming we can't go out here, yeah. Okay. Even the worst of us, I think, deserve some shreds of joy, you know? Because I don't think anybody, I think, you know, as misguided and horrible as he is to these people and very supremacist, I don't think anybody ever wakes up, you know, like, man, I'm gonna be evil today, you know? Everybody just has a misguided idea of what good is. Now, I know Atris did not take this opportunity with his sons, but my hope with Gen is prison at least means a chance at redemption someday. Yeah. Okay, this is the ting. Okay, let me reset it. So it's 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. So, whoops. No, I didn't mean to hit that twice. Hang on. Reset it. Haha! I think as soon as he started thinking of these people as primitive and beyond being trustable, I think was maybe the point that he became beyond redemption, but... Heyo! You're free! Let's go!
We have to move quickly.
Okay.
Those people may already know what's happening. Once we're back with the moiety, we'll have time to regroup.
Sure.
Can I see the book? You did it. We're all free. We're captured again.
Yeah, now don't touch it.
But there still is followers. I'm not sure what I'll do once I realize he's gone. I'll have to get the villagers to safety as soon as possible.
We got a scoop.
You go back to the Temple Island and reopen the fissure. I know it's risky, but it's the only way to save Latris. I'll try to make it back there as soon as I can, but don't wait for me. Don't
Reopen.
forget, the portal combination's in my journal. Good luck.
Okay, this is probably where we have to go and do the telescope thing. Oh boy. I want to make sure I don't miss anything, so I'm waiting for my hand to come back on its own. As soon as I know that this cutscene is definitely done, because it's taken a bit. Okay. Catherine, get. Save. Resume. Let's see. Oh. I need this to get off the island. Why is it? Oh, right. Yeah, but it doesn't close the dome to use it, you know? Though I understand if she would want to take, precautions. Okay. So we gotta go back to Temple Island. Temple Island was... This one? No, that's Jungle Island. Temple Island is... this one? Let's make sure. Yeah, this will take us back to the fissure. Okay. Oh, wait, then when I... yeah. Oh, this is actually... okay, these are really nice details. These are really nice details. Because it would have closed it. You're right, you're right. And then this elevator is up as though she's used it. This is really nice detail work. So we're tracing our steps after her. Oh, Catherine ripped pages out of the others. Ooh. That's a nice touch. Oh, and she's closed this off too. Yo. She's on the warpath. And I think if we go this way, we'll find our... oops. I think we'll find our way back to... wait, no. Is it? Yeah, it's this way, right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, this isn't right. Another path on this island. Okay, hold on. It was... hang on. Was it... do. Take a left? Oh. Take a left from here? Yes! Wait, no. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yes, yes. Here we are. Okay. Now, I've brought it all the way down here, right? Right? Okay, we can see through it. Alright. It's time. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. Atras! Yo, my man! We found her! She's off doing anarchy!
There isn't much time. Where's Catherine? Where's the book?
Atras!
I don't...
Hug your wife! Yeah!
The villagers are safely in the rebel age. I thank you.
As do I. You've accomplished more than I could have hoped for. You've given me back my life. The path home is now clear for all of us.
Okay. Let's roll. You first. Oh, that's what it looks like when we go through there.
This is where our paths must part.
What?
Perhaps we'll meet again someday. You know where to find me.
I'm sorry. What?
Goodbye, my friend.
Sir? Did you just fuck me over? No! Atreus! Damn you!
Now I understand. Endings and beginnings are within the fissure. That riven cleft of stars that access both a wall and a bridge. And though I am unable to understand how, the very flow of stars that brought my mistbook into worthy hands, I am sure served as a safe passage home for my friend. The age of Riven is closed forever, but the people of Riven are free. And now I am at rest, understanding that in books and ages and life, the ending can never truly be written.
Atreus! This little shit. I assume this is the good ending. And honestly, like, I get it, because, like, I'm not originally from where, like, they're from. When I went to Mist, I was effectively trapped there as well. So I suppose he is kind of working on the theory that the fissure will take me home. I think he is not being deceptive in that. However, I do have some questions about the confidence with which he threw me into the abyss. I think it was good though. I enjoyed this game a lot. I didn't know how it was gonna end, but I am really, really happy I played it. And I'm honestly, it makes me curious for for the next one. I don't know what the title of the next one is. I know there's multiple. So I'm still not entirely positive, actually. I kind of wanted today to be a little bit short, but I think I might BS for a little longer and just end it an hour early. Just because I'm not feeling the best today. But, I think after we discuss game, and after we've really let it sink in, I might do some tarot readings, and have that be what we do for a while. Oh, that's totally okay. Took his mislinking book with him when he jumped into the fissure. It said at the beginning of Mist. What did he I'm trying to remember. What was the line from the beginning of Mist? I'm trying to remember. Because I do remember there being a small monologue. Well, let me take us back. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I might actually have to look it up. book would not be destroyed as I had planned. I continued following the starry expanse, which I only had a fleeting glimpse. I tried to speculate where it might have landed. I must admit, however, such conjecture is futile. Still, questions about whose hands might one day hold my mist book are unsettling to me. I know my apprehensions might never be allayed, and so I close, realizing that perhaps the ending has not yet been written. Oh! Oh! So the mist book originally that got me to the first game was the one that was dropped into the fissure. And so if I fall into the fissure, I go where I end up. Oh! That makes perfect sense. He was sending me home. Oh, that makes perfect sense. Okay, I see where he was going with that. I see why he had so much confidence. I get it now. That actually works out very nicely. I see. So wherever I found the first book and got stuck in mist is where I end up. Okay, that's cool. That's very cool. I like that. Yeah. Steam is having a moment. Hold on. I'm trying to run... Here we go. Tabletop. And then I think if I just go like this, no. This, no. This, no. One of these. There we go. And then I can really quick save this and end it. Oh, never mind. I could just quit. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Alright. So Porcio made me a nice table, and I'm gonna really quick post Riven Arrow stream. Tarot. Beep. Alright. And then I just have to go objects. Saved objects. Beep. I have to scale it up, I think. But that's not too tough. If I go like, oh, whoa. That's not what I want. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hang on. Saved objects. Beep, beep. Objects. 2 candles. Why not? And then close that. Grab it. Scale it up. Copy it. Paste it. Delete this one. There we are. Oh, absolutely. I will definitely be playing more of these. I do not know if I'm going to go right into it. Like, there might be a break between this one and the next ones, but... I'm going to make the cards big today. Okay. And as per norm, Rye made the deck. It is beautiful. Porky made the table. And the candles are, I think, just like Steam Workshop. I'm not sure. Excuse me. I have to sneeze. Please, let me sneeze. Once I can sneeze, if anybody has any requests for a reading, I'm happy to do so. If you don't have a particular spread in mind, I usually do 1 or 3 cards, and you don't have to have a specific question, but a specific question helps. Please, let me free of the sneeze. Ugh. Ugh, it's not happening. I just have to live in this hell. It's fine. But for fun, I suppose I will start out with, I have a D&D game tomorrow, so I will do a 3 card for how my character is gonna fare. And that's how I'll kind of start us out. I like to do these, okay, so like I like to do tarot readings for real people, but I love doing tarot readings for tabletop characters. Oh yeah, thank you for dropping in. Thank you for all the help, honestly. I am so glad you were here. And I'm always so happy for your haikus. You're far faster at them than me. Let's see. Oh. What does this mean? Hold on. What do these mean together? Mother of Wands, Father of Wands, and 8 of Pentacles. Okay. I will do another one for your year, once I am finished with this one, okay? I want to make sure I have the Mother and Father of Wands right, because I feel like this is kind of big. Okay, so I can't figure out what exactly this would mean for D&D, but if I had to guess, we're gonna meet people, perhaps an actual mother and father, perhaps an actual family, who are craftsmen or merchants, and they are special in some way. Because the 8 of Pentacles is not just, like, the craftsman, this is the perfectionist at their craft. This is somebody who's really good at what they do, and their art is their life. So, I'm imagining, the DM is not currently watching. She's not here. At least to my knowledge. She might be lurking. But, she has not said anything. If you ever see, Mimu in chat, Mimu, she's a mod, but she barely ever shows up. Which, I mean, she's a very busy person. She has work and a lot of shit going on at home, so I never expect her to be here, but she's a very good and trusted friend, so you know, if she's around, she does not have to chat, but, yeah. Okay. Let's see. So we'll do Rye first, and then we'll do Valen. Okay. Upcoming year for Rye. We'll do a 3 card. I'm assuming this is with a focus on current events. This would be the 9 of Cups, the Father of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. So, the Father of Cups is somebody who is very diplomatic and open-minded. It's usually somebody who has an interest in or is a patron of arts. But most importantly, he's very emotionally connected to his family and community. I never know, okay, whenever it's a person card, it's hard for me to tell if they talk about you or they talk about somebody else. So I'm going to give you kind of a dual-sided reading for this. This could mean that the Father of Cups could be the direction your personality might move in this coming year. You might become more in tune with the people around you. You might become more, like, vested in the arts. And you might become better with diplomacy and speaking with other people. This might also mean that this person could be a mentor for you and kind of help you out in finding community. This usually when I get a person card, I tend to assume that it is an external person. and then kind of take the internal reading as like a secondary. So I tend to say look out for people who have these traits, that will be important to your growth. This is somebody who is pretty emotionally adept and is pretty good at communicating. The Nine of Cups is an emotionally very happy card. It's things are coming together. Particularly in emotional matters. You know, it's very much like happiness and celebration and feeling fulfilled. It doesn't necessarily mean ease, but it does mean happiness. And the Three of Wands is, in my opinion, a card about independence. But not just independence. It's a card about looking at, like, the supports that have gotten you here and how they contribute to you being able to stand on your own. I would say this reading is very much driving that, and not to talk about personal, like, things you've disclosed to me. That's your business whether or not to talk about it to the chat. But I think that with some things you have talked about to me, this is very much echoing that. It all is very much coming back to that feeling, I think. And that's really all I can say about that. Okay, should I go ahead with the plans I'm considering? I will take this especially blind and just vibe. Okay. Now, you may not necessarily get a strong yes or a no from this, but you might get some emotional impressions that drag your gut one way or the other. And that should inform... Okay. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Okay. First thing I'm getting. You're really excited about this, maybe. Either that, or you feel like you have to jump in. The Son of Swords is both a... It's kind of a dual-sided, like double-edged sword of a card. The Son of Swords is somebody who charges in and gets shit done, but he's also somebody who might do so too hastily. He might not necessarily always think everything through before he goes in. He might just decide to, and you can see it's kind of a pun with an owl on the card, he kind of decides to wing it. And this is both a good and a bad thing, you know? And I want to say this is especially being hammered in by the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles is a card of balance. When I look at the Two of Pentacles, because Pentacles are usually earthly things. They're money, they're, you know, your personal health, your possessions. They're not really like... Pentacles aren't really like cards about like your thoughts or your emotions or like spirituality. Pentacles is like the stuff that is tangible, you know? So this is saying specifically a balance in earthly matters. So usually when I look at the Two of Pentacles, the first thing, if I know nothing else about the reading, if I'm just doing it blind, I think that this is like a work-life balance kind of thing. This is saying, you know, you have to keep in mind the home and you have to keep in mind your work, you know? That might not be related to what your decision is. You'll have to kind of fit it to, but this is saying like there are two wolves inside of you kind of thing right now. And you'll have to kind of figure out how to make these things fit together. Because if they fall out of balance, that's going to create problems. And that might be what brings the Son of Swords a little bit more into his impatient phase, rather than into his, like, go-getter kind of thing. And hammering that home is the Hermit. Now, the Hermit is a card very much about contemplation. It's not a card of fast action. There's a turtle man here, you know, he's He's just chilling in his shell. It's not necessarily a card that says not to act, but it does say that careful planning is going to help you in your actions. Also, this is a major arcana, so it has a lot of different facets. Since this is a blind reading, I'm gonna kind of pull a few more of these out and see if they resonate with you. The Hermit. You think of a hermit, you think of a very solitary person. The Hermit is like the Son of Swords, kind of a double-edged sword about being alone. It warns that being too alone and isolating yourself off closes your eyes to knowledge. However, it also keeps in mind that there are some things that you can only learn when you are by yourself, when you are being introspective, when you have time and you are really, truly considering all the angles. So, that, too, I think ties all together with the Two of Pentacles. It's keeping in mind that this is... And what I'm getting from this reading is that this is a very complicated issue. That you're thinking about these plans, and there are several factors that are pulling at your head right now. If I keep that in mind, I am inclined to think that the Son of Swords is truly acting out both of his roles in this reading. I think that he is... Actually, I think I might have to quote Guild Wars 2 when I say this. There's a quote from Guild Wars 2. Act with wisdom, but act. It's if you're stuck in your head and you're not thinking about it, and all you're doing is thinking about it, no action will ever happen. But if you charge in just guns blazing, you're not going to get where you want to be. So act with wisdom, but act. That is what I think this reading is telling you. I don't know if that super helps, but... It's my blind read. Oh. Okay. I'm happy to do these blind ones, because I don't always know if I'm on the right track or not, you know? I have... Alright, let's do one for Porcu, and then I might have one to do for fun. Just to see what the cards say. Alright, let's see. I'll do Porcu, then I'll do me, then I'll do multi. Okay. So, we have the Empress, the Four of Cups, and the Chariot. I want to make sure that I have the Four of Cups correct, because I actually don't know this one by heart. Okay. I've actually pulled the Four of Cups for you before. And I've talked about it in terms of work. The Four of Cups is the point of greed and discontent. Now, when I say greed, I don't necessarily mean greed of excess. Now, it might be, but it can also just be like more of an envious greed of like seeing what other people have and wishing that you could have that for yourself, you know? I tend to think that this is something I can relate to as an unemployed person. And that there may be some emotions that you're harboring that might come out of that place of resentment of what you do and do not have. However, these two cards are a little more optimistic. The Chariot is one of my favorite cards. The chariot I've talked about before is overcoming odds, like fighting and making it out of something that you, by all accounts, should not be possible. It's very very David and Goliath, you know. So it's this feeling that you might not ever make it, but the chariot is telling you, no, you will. And it's saying, yeah, I get it. It feels like you can't, but you will, you know? The chariot is very much like the Gurren Lagann, like the Gurren Lagann style of like, no, it's not about the logic. It's just about going, you know? Yeah, like Grog managing to read the book about werewolves. It shouldn't have happened, but he did it. And the Empress, I'm trying to think of how to tie this all together. The Empress is another major arcana, and it's sort of, I think of like the Emperor and the Empress kind of as like the very traditional masculine and feminine energy. But it's a little bit more complicated than that, because the Emperor also has like a place of like great authority and great like your relationship with like authority figures. Whereas I think the Empress's side meanings have to do more with creation and nature. It's embracing the world around you and taking care of the world around you. When I get this card in a reading about your relationships with other people, I usually take this card to say, look around at your found family, embrace them, and take care of them. When I think about it in terms of career, you know, look at the things you have made. Look at the things that you feel like because of you exist in this work. And really, really take that in. That there is something that you have made. And it's not really a card that's directing you to do anything about it. It's not a card that's directing you for a big change. Which brings me to a point of confusion about the Chariot. I think... If I were to read them sequentially, if I was just going to do left to right like a book, I would say that this is saying, you will be okay and you will be safe where you are. But if you feel discontent, if you feel like you want more, charge forward and grasp it in your hands. You will get more. I think it's saying to examine what you want and to examine what you have. Yeah, it's very much like embrace the things you made and acknowledge your efforts in what you made, you know? Like, even if it's just like, oh man, I went to the store and I bought groceries, like now your home has food that you brought here. And you're gonna make a cool meal, or you're gonna provide the means for someone to make a cool meal. And that's gonna be good and nourishing for everybody. And like, you know, it can be little stuff like that. Or it could be big stuff. It could be, you know, if somebody's a parent. Check out your kids. Check out how cool that is, you know, like, yeah, look at, you know, you're able to help her get around and do things that are able to help the family and able to help herself. She might be living a much more rich life because you are here making that happen. The Empress is very much, look at what your efforts are making, you know? Look at what makes you proud of what you're doing. Because I think a lot of, like, we go through the motions of what we have to do, you know? We go through life just like, yeah, I've done this list of tasks, we're good, we're done. The Empress tells you to stop and take a minute to think, man, that's friggin' cool. Like, I did a good thing for somebody, or I did a good thing for myself, or I made something that is going to help me learn how to make something cooler down the line, you know? It's very much like the take a pause and celebrate that feeling. But again, if I'm reading this just left to right, you may do that, and you might find a void. You might find a point where you're like, but I really feel the lack of this. And the Chariot is telling you that means something. That means to step out and to strive, you know? Hell yeah. So that is what I have. I haven't quite gotten started yet. I've been kind of all over the place, both physically and mentally lately, so I haven't really dug into it. But at some point I will. Okay, I want to do one for fun. I will do one for you as well. I will do one for you as well. Actually, you know what? Mine's kind of BSing. So let's do multis first. Badoop, badoop, badoop. Because I can always do BS readings for myself on my own time. Okay. That's interesting. Okay. I've pulled this card for you before. I'm trying to think of how to tie these together. I know what they mean separately. I'm just trying to figure out how they tie together. I guess I'll just go through them one by one, and then it'll come to me. The Eight of Pentacles is a card that I've talked about this a little bit earlier today. It's the card of the craftsman. I think about this card a lot when I think about artists or people who work in very, very delicate fields, you know? It's somebody who isn't just, you know, clocking in the 9 to 5 and making it happen. This is the perfectionist, making their work something truly beautiful. This is somebody who is just rocking, making their work their art. Even if they're not in a field that people would consider art, they are making it their own, you know? It sometimes is somebody who struggles with a work-life balance, but not necessarily. It really just speaks to an intense investment in one's work. Absolutely. I very much think this card resonates with you, and similarly, I think this card resonates with you too. The Seven of Wands. At first when you see this card, it looks a little bit lonely. It's this one wand standing above and is burning from its efforts. But the Seven of Wands is a card of finding your individuality. It is the card of finally breaking out from just like fitting into the crowd, just doing what you need to. This is standing out, standing above, and perhaps sometimes drawing the attention of like, this is why you want me around as opposed to any of these other people. You know, the thing that makes you, you. Oh my god, hi! We finished Riven, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it went really well. I was really spooked when we went to go and trap Gen, but it went well. And I think that these two very much go together. Now I've drawn the Three of Swords for you before, and I'm really concerned when I draw that card for anybody. The Three of Swords is backstabbing. It's betrayal. Now I don't necessarily, I always give this disclaimer. The Three of Swords is not always external. It's not always somebody hurting you. Sometimes it's you hurting yourself. if you go against your own principles, that can be the Three of Swords. If you compromise yourself and you feel the sting of that, that is the Three of Swords. Sometimes people run into that just by... It can be self-hate, although self-hate really reminds me of the Five of Swords, but the Three of Swords could also be. Especially when you're a very individualistic person, when you have moments of self-doubt and self-hate, which I think everybody occasionally stumbles into, I think that can very much be the Three of Swords. Because, really, at the end of the day, at the most extreme points in your life, there will always come a time when you are all you have. And so... Oh! Hello! Oh my god, Raiders! Hello! We're doing tarot! I'm doing free readings. You do not have to redeem points for them. If you have questions or if you just want a general reading, please feel free and I will put you in a line and we will give you some future readings. We are in the middle of doing one for multi. I would say, oh my god, double raid? Not sure if that's Twitch having a blurb, but welcome. I'm so happy to have you all here. I guess. Obligatory intro. I am Loon. I am a Void Witch VTuber. I love to do all kinds of, like, story-heavy kinds of games. I also love to do divination, as you can see here. I have a beautiful, beautiful custom setup. Rye made the deck and Porky made the table. So we can do readings on stream. So if anybody is interested in one, please feel free to drop a message. No questions asked, I'll do one. Thank you for the follow, Azara. Azara? I'm not sure if I pronounced it right. Let me know, please correct me if I've gotten it right. Nice to meet you too. Let's see. Azara, gotcha. Okay. I think if I were to kind of wrap this up in a bow, I would think one of two things, depending on whether the Three of Swords is internal or external. To keep an eye on keeping matters of yourself and your art safe, in case anybody could potentially harm something that is important to that craft. Or, I would say, don't let yourself become so absorbed in this, like, I know right now you're going through a lot to try to get free. Don't let it come at the cost of yourself. Do keep taking good care of yourself, because that's gonna be vital. We're in mission survive year, you know? However, I will say, these two are telling me that success is certainly on the horizon. Alright. And that is what I have for Miss Multi. So I was gonna do a reading just for funsies. You know, we just left Atris and Catherine, and we have no idea what they're going off to do now. I'm sure we'll find that out in future games. But I just want to draw 2 cards. How's Atris? How's Catherine? Aww. Okay, that's actually really cute. Okay, I will do one for you as soon as I'm done with this one. Oh my god. Okay. Father of Pentacles. Exactly what it says on the tin. He's being a leader. He's keeping things together. Oh, no. You're not interrupting. I'm making sure that you know that I see you before I keep going. He's doing what he's doing to keep everything running and get all these problems solved that his boys have created. And Catherine, the Six of Cups is the joy of nostalgia. She's getting to enjoy parts of life that she hasn't gotten to see for a very long time. That actually makes me cry a little bit. Like, that's a very dead-on reading. Okay. A very happy ending for those two. Okay, Sammy, let's do one for you. Do you have a particular inquiry, or would you like just a random 3 card? I am totally happy to do, like, blind whatever, you know, like, tell me a story cards. Okay. Let's see. What do we have for you? Alright. We've seen the Empress before today. But it was before the raid, so I will go over my TED talk about the Empress first. A lot of cards talk about action. They talk about... Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Zix. I'm always happy to do readings for you. A lot of cards talk about action. They talk about moving forward. They talk about ways in which things might go. The Empress talks about results. The Empress talks about creation and nature. I always, when I draw the Empress, I think, look at the things that you have made. If this were a reading about, for example, family or love, I would say look at the people in your family or the people that you love, and look at how you're helping them. See if they need anything, but see what they're doing for you too, and really feel the things that you have to appreciate about that. You know, if this is about career, you know, look at the things that exist because you were there to make them. And this doesn't necessarily have to be like a thing you invented that is grand and big. I talked about, like, you go to the grocery store, you bring back food. Like, you now have either brought somebody the means to create a cool meal, or you are on the path to creating a cool meal that the people around you are going to be nourished and enjoy. And that's what the Empress is about. It's the things that you have created in your world. And appreciating the fruits of that. Very much taking a moment to look at what you have, and look at what you have because of your efforts. So really to appreciate yourself, you know? The world says that you might be coming to the end of something. But unlike the Tower or death, I don't necessarily think of it as the end of, like, something that will never come back. The world is very cyclical, you know? You've got, just looking at, like, the seasons, you know? Winter ends, spring comes around, and eventually we get back to winter again. The world is saying that you are in a transition from one phase of something natural into something else. And maybe this phase will come back, maybe it won't, but it feels more like a natural cycle, you know? But it is saying that there is a conclusion of something. This might be, you know, if you're leaving a career and going into another, you know, it's just, you know, this is just kind of the cycle of how life goes, you know? Or it might be, you know, you feel like you're moving on to the next step of, I don't know, some project you're on. It's all very peaceful circle of life stuff, you know? This is actually a very zen reading that I'm getting. However, I say that, but the Two of Wands does say one thing that might be slightly less than zen. The Two of Wands is the card of knowing your direction. It is specifically knowing a direction of ideas. You've got somewhere you want to be. Whether that's some trait you want to have, whether that's something you want to possess, whether it's something you want to become, you have something that you want to do. And the Two of Wands is telling you, keep that focus in your sights. and keep moving towards it. Don't lose that, you know? And it's saying you are on your way. Altogether, this is a pretty optimistic reading. You've got, you know, it's saying, look at the things around you that you love, that you have made. Look at the things that, you know, you're leaving behind and the things that you're moving on to. And keep in your mind where you want to be at the end of it. Alright. Let's do a health reading for Mr. Zix. You can't go wrong with Zawaru, though. Kono Dioda. Mr. Zix. Go to the hospital. Go to the hospital. This card is rock bottom. The Ten of Swords is extremely negative. Okay. If you need more, okay. If you need more convincing, Knight of Pentacles is the focus on the stability and happiness of you and your family. You and your beautiful cats need stability. This is saying that this is in focus right now. Your art that you are passionate about, the things that you are creating, this beautiful stream that we are running together, is relevant to this. Something is in danger! Go to the hospital! I wish I could say that I sleight of handed that, but I can't, because it's Tabletop Simulator. You would see if I sleight of handed that. It's fate. Yeah, go. Get yourself taken care of. You don't have to deal with crippling medical debt like us in the US. Take advantage. Be treated like a human. That's my reading for you. Would you like another card, just to be sure? I'll do one card that says, really? Yes! Okay, Four of Wands. I need to be more specific with this. Four of Wands. Alright. If you go to the hospital... If you go to the hospital, I'll throw you a party. This is about a celebration. I should tell you. A funeral's a celebration. This is a completion and a celebration. So, I guess it could be saying, yeah, it's fine, but, like, completion does not sound like what your illness entails. Don't go into the light. Okay, illness is not the correct word. Affliction is the correct word. A constantly imploding body is the correct word. I just used ill to be more, I don't know, shorthand about it? Less dramatic about it? Go to the hospital. No! Look, hard mode is for Dark Souls. Go to the hospital. You don't get another body. You don't get to hollow and come back. You just get to suffer and wither. Unless you go and treat it. Okay, sure. Hold on. Badoop. 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 Okay, this looks like a positive reading, but I want to make sure I have the Daughter of Swords right, because that might be an axis. I have a really weird question for you. Would you consider your father to be a judgmental person? Because I feel like I'm not sure if the Daughter of Swords is your dad. And I'm trying to figure that out. Okay. So, the Daughter of Swords is somebody who has learned to get by keen observation. They might be valued for their frankness, but it also can be something that grates on their relationships with other people. They want to give their 2 cents because they've learned to get by on knowing best. And this card, I think, feeds into that. The 9 of Pentacles is about the stability of the family. They might think that their opinions are very much like the thing that's keeping things stable. Whether or not they're correct is a whole nother matter. But that seems to be kind of a vibe I'm getting of like why they might be so judgmental is like they think that that's just they're helping, they're keeping things together. I don't know if that's actually how it's playing out in practice. With parents, I find it tends to be a mixed bag at best, you know. But I do think that this reading is kind of opening up with kind of understanding that like perspective of it. The 3 of Cups, I think you could read one of 2 ways. The 3 of Cups is one of my very favorite cards in this deck. The 3 of Cups is the best friends card. It's the people that you hang around with, not because you have to, not because you feel like you have an obligation. Hello! If you would like a reading, I can grab you after this one. Not because of familial ties or work responsibility. The 3 of Cups is the people. Yeah, absolutely. Once I'm through with here, we'll do you next. Absolutely. Let's see. But these are the people. Oops, sorry. These are the people that are your found family. The people you hang out with because you want to. I suppose I would look at this one of 2 ways. I would say that if this relationship has been going south and you are feeling perhaps lesser in some ways because of it, I think the 3 of Cups is telling you not to. I think that, I mean, I've never needed biology to make family. I thoroughly believe that family are the people who stick there with you through thick and thin. Now, I don't know your dad. I don't know if he is that kind of person or if he is not. It might be saying, you know, look at the people who are there for you maybe more than him. Or it might be perhaps looking at the moments when he has set down the mantle of authority and just been there, you know? Just been there to help. I think that a key to I think a key to making things better in a lot of ways is that setting down of pride and just being friends. You know, I mean, you're an adult. At this point, you are in an awkward transitional phase that a lot of parents find very difficult. Of like, they've been there running your life for a while. Now they're either gonna be your friends or they're not gonna be in your life. You know. I think this is a compassionate reading, though. I don't think that this is a damning one. I think that this is saying, you know, it's kind of a two-way street in that he needs to put down his pride and be a friend, and maybe you'll need to understand where that pride comes from and why it might sometimes be hard to set down. I don't know if this is a reading that you are doing in seeking to improve things, or if you're just wanting like an overview. But those are kind of the vibes that I'm getting. But hell yeah. Hopefully that at least kind of helps. Alright. Lucky. Do you have a particular inquiry, or would you like just random 3 cards, see what they have to say? I'm gonna take a couple sips of soda while I wait. Whew. I'll give them a minute, and if they don't have a specific thing, then I will just do a random 3 card for them. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Alright. Lucky. Let's see what we've got for Lucky. Okay. This tells me a couple of things. I get the sense that from the 5 of Pentacles in the center here, but the Magician and the Mother of Pentacles, you are in a position where there's a lot of things you want to do. I'm hesitating because I'm getting like a weirdly hyper-specific image in my head from these 3 cards, and I don't want to go like way too hard on it and be like, yes, this is the person that you are, a person I've never seen before, but like this really paints a picture for me. Okay, so the Magician is somebody who, as you can see, he has all 4 of the suits in his card. He is the master of emotions, of planning, of the physical, tangible things, and of the harshness of reality. All of these come together into somebody who lives their life with great confidence. The Magician doesn't hesitate. The Magician acts, and he acts with great capability. This is somebody that either you look up to or people look up to you because of your confidence. But the Magician, because he has all of these different skills, it might speak to having a great many things that you want to branch out to. You might want to juggle, your career. You might want to juggle a home life. You might want to have, something exciting happen with you and your friends. You might want to have, something that you work on in your art. The Magician is working with a lot of mediums. What I'm getting from the 5 of Pentacles is that not all of those might be working out perfectly. The Five of Pentacles is the idea of rejections. That sometimes you apply for that job, or you ask somebody on that date, or you try to make that piece of art and it doesn't go great. The Five of Pentacles is not, it's over forever. The Five of Pentacles is over for right now. And I always tend to kind of bring up that with the Five of Pentacles, rejections don't tell you to stop. They just tell you where you're not supposed to be. This door that closes might draw your attention to a different one that is exactly where you're supposed to be. Alternatively, it might be pointing to you something that you need to improve on. Like say in the career example, it doesn't go great, and then you realize, oh, I kind of fudged it at the interview. Like maybe I'll practice that. And then maybe you come back a couple months later and you kill it, The Five of Pentacles is very much like, yes, it's a rejection. Yes, it sucks. Yes, I'm here to mourn with you. But also, what have you learned? And how can you take that and act on it? Sometimes it's a hard lesson. Sometimes it's not a good time. But it is something that can be productive. I find the Pentacles cards are very, very productive minded. And that's why I want to bring us around to the Mother of Pentacles. The Mother of Pentacles, it could be you, or it could be somebody in your life. When I get the mother, father, son, and daughter cards, I tend to make note of the fact that the person cards are not always you. Sometimes they're somebody relative to what you're thinking about, If this rejection is bringing to mind a place or a person, you might want to think about the people that are in there. Hello, thank you for the follow. And the Mother of Pentacles is somebody who is very level-headed and patient. She is sometimes a literal mother, sometimes not. But she's usually very nurturing, specifically in the Pentacles suits, the home can be, oh, hello, I'm also very near Chicago. Hello. Well, I mean, the void has dropped me near Chicago. Hello, I am Loon. I'm a Void Witch VTuber. I do a lot of story-related games, and I like to do divination streams, as you're seeing right now. But yes, we're doing a reading for Lucky. If you would like a reading as well, let me know. I'm doing them for free right now. I have a point redeem, but when I'm doing just straight up divination streams, if I don't have a really big queue, just whoever wants one can grab one. But yeah, the Mother of Pentacles is somebody who excels at taking care of these physical things. It could be handling finances, it could be managing the home. The Pentacles is all very earthly things. This could be, I said it could be a mother, it could also be an accountant. Usually it's somebody with a great deal of patience and kindness, though. They're here to help you out with these earthly things you're worried about. So they might be a great help to you in moving forward, in getting past this rejection and finding what you want, or sharpening your skills to become the magician so that you won't be rejected. And that's what I've gotten for that. I did, okay, when I said at the beginning of this reading, I got a hyper-specific image in my mind. I actually imagined a stay-at-home mother who wants to do more, but she's got too much to juggle, so it's not working out. I'm that's way too specific to throw out at somebody who has just come into my chat. But that, I just wanted to throw that out there for fun. That was when I first drew these three cards, I was like, huh. But yeah. I think that is everybody who has been in line. If anybody else would want one, I like to do these for people. I also love to do these for D&D characters. So if anybody has a D&D character that they would like to know the future about, or any kind of OCs, you know, things that you're writing for, that you would like me to spin you a little yarn about, this is just mini fan fiction, you know? And if not, I'll just kind of vibe and chat until 6:30, and then there'll be until the half-hour mark, I guess. If I'm not doing a reading, I'll probably end then, because I'm a little bit feeling icky, and I might want to lay down. I'm trying to think of if anything has been really pressing. Oh, Chunky's on. What's she playing? I love her so much. She's such a, like, whenever I go to raid her, she always has, like, words of encouragement for me, and I'm just like, I could just cry. Like, she's so sweet. I'm trying to think of, though, if anything exciting has been going on in the life of Loon. I went to the eye doctor recently. That's not very exciting, but it's a thing. I'm not going blind. Okay. So, story. Before I get into the next game I'm playing, quick story. The last time I went to the eye doctor, my prescription had, like, really drastically changed in not a very long amount of time. And, like, I'm kind of past the age where my prescription should be changing much, you know? So we did all the eye tests, whatever. And my mother was there with me because I cannot drive. And it's never a good thing for you to see as a full-ass adult for a doctor to step aside and tell your parents something. That's never a fun thing to see. And he was like, you know, if this continues at this rate, we might have to consider that your eyes might be degenerating and you might have serious issues later on in life. And, like, basically the idea that I was getting is eventually it's going to be past the point where I'm going to be able to get, like, really it corrected, you know? And that's like a ways out, even if it was happening, but, like, you know, that's a scary thing to hear. 'Cause, I mean, as you can see, a lot of the things that I enjoy involve my eyes. So there was a hot minute, like a year or so, when I was like, am I slowly going blind? Turns out, it has leveled out. It has stopped changing so fast. It still has changed, which is concerning. I do imagine I will need to continue to get thicker and thicker frames until it is just absolutely absurd and I look like a giant Poindexter. But, that is good to know that I am not going blind. The next game I am playing, hold on. I have a physical, actual list. I kind of wanted to do To the Moon. I also kind of wanted to do Inside. I really wanted to do Inside. I think on Wednesday. Ooh, do I leave it to a poll? Oh, I'm gonna do Before Your Eyes, I promise. That's also on the list. Okay, if you want to know the full list is A Short Hike, Inside, the Room games, but that's like a longer one. God of War is starting in February. Did I say To the Moon already? I did. I I said inside. A Mortician's Tale. Art School. A game that is just all kids, are all caps, kids. And then a game about photography called Toem? Toem? So I guess I'll draw a card. Although I don't know anything about To the Moon or Inside. So I'm actually going to ask you guys. I'm going to describe the card and you guys are going to tell me if it sounds more like To the Moon or Inside. The Hermit. Being by yourself. The things you can only learn when you're alone. Deep introspection. Perhaps being too alone. Hey, were you here for your reading? Oh no, you didn't tell me you were gonna BRB. I did your reading. Oh no. Hold on, I could do another one. Hold on. Okay, I'll do another one. Do you have a particular inquiry? Or do you just want me to pull 3 cards? No, it's okay. If you have a particular inquiry, I could do it for that. Or I could just pull 3 cards and see. Okay, relationship reading. Okay. I'm gonna do this blind. The cards might talk about a particular person. I'm gonna just try to vibe with. Ooh, okay. Oh, Celtic Cross. That's 10 cards. I can try. That might take a while. I was gonna end kind of soon, but you know what? Hang on. Let me do. If you're okay with me kind of doing it pretty fast, I could try. Okay. Then we're gonna scrap this. And No problem. Let's see. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and I do not read with reversals, just so you know. 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry. That 7, 8, 9, 10. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. I'm all full of phlegm. Okay. So, this is current situation. Alright, this actually kind of actually reads weirdly into what my last 3 cards that I pulled for you were. The 6 of Pentacles is a card of kind of reaping what you've sown, but in a good way. This relationship, I'm getting the idea that this might be somebody that you have known for a while, and either feelings are starting to change or things are starting to get better with them. It's something you've put investment into, I would say. There is the challenge that faces you. The Son of Swords. Okay. Would you describe this person as very charismatic? And would you say that you are perhaps pursuing this person? I do not know for sure if this is what it means by challenge, but that's the first vibe I get. Okay. This person, then, I would say you definitely see as very charismatic and very, very attractive. They're very good with people. Perhaps to the point that you sometimes doubt, like, You know, are they for real? Like, are they bullshitting? Because they might be good with bullshit. But I'm not sure. Son of Wands can be deceptive, but sometimes they're not. It might be just that you're figuring out where you stand. Things you need to focus on. Ace of Swords. This is kind of a weird... This is kind of a weird thing for things you need to focus on. Because the Ace of Swords is like a realization that hits you out of the blue. It's something that has either surprised you or it's like come across to you like very abruptly. And it doesn't really tell me what that is. So I guess I kind of have to lean on you a little bit for like the side of it. Oh. Oh, I see. Oh, dear. Did she fall sick suddenly? That... Okay. Or has this kind of... Okay. Has this kind of fallen upon you? Okay. So, I think something that might... Since this is the thing that hit out of the blue, I think it's saying, you know, looking at how this is affecting all the people involved. Is there no communication because he's struggling with this sickness and he's still not sure how to find balance? Or is this more of a deeper problem with him that this sickness is exacerbating, you know? If it's the former, it might be something that you guys just kind of need to really talk out. If it's the latter, it might be a more unfortunate situation. I do think that this is something repairable. But I think it does come down to how you examine these factors and what you think about them as to whether, you know, you want to go down that path. Strengths, let's see. Father of Wands. I don't know this one by heart. Let me make sure I have this correct. We're getting a lot of charisma and we're getting a lot of people skills in this. Which is interesting. This is interesting since you're describing there to be an issue in communication. I think this is saying, the things that will be your strength are compassion here. I think that right now the lack of communication is the biggest obstacle. And I think that breaking down that wall is going to create a really... Wait! Oh, okay. I do have this card correct. I did read it out of order. This is strengths. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because I read this and I just realized that I have the positioning and the spread a little bit weird. But strengths. This is usually somebody who is a leader because of his good heart and his ability to be diplomatic. This is calling upon, I think, both of you to be that kind of figure. Something like illness is not something that, you know, just one person can really tackle completely. At the same time, though, if he's expecting you to be the one who's taking on all of that burden just because you're around, that is also unfair. I think that this is calling upon you both to have compassion for each other. Things in your past or the things that you're leaving behind. Okay, this is like a really out there question to ask. But I get the sense that this is not the only problem. Because the Three of Swords is a betrayal. Now, I don't know if this is you or him, or even it might be... Okay. He doesn't... Okay. So this might be... The Three of Swords speaks to a feeling of kind of being betrayed. Have you wanted to be involved and you felt like he shut you out? Because that, I think, would perhaps fit this description. At the same time, I don't know if I'm really qualified to speak about where his boundaries are and why they're there. His boundaries might be what they are because of a past betrayal. That's interesting. I do think getting better support for his kid is a good thing, but I think that is... Ooh, hello! Thank you for the sub! I can also see how that might feel like kind of a stab to the gut. Especially if this is a person that you don't trust. I think that this is something that is very emotionally complicated and very tied up in a lot of different elements. Near future. Near future. This is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords, I don't know, actually. Let me check it. Okay. I think this might be a bit bold for me to say, but I think you might actually be on the right track with taking a break. Maybe not necessarily from the relationship, but definitely taking some emotional time to yourself. Because the Four of Swords is very much the importance of healing. Yeah, I think that, I am just some stranger on the internet, so I cannot speak to, like, whether or not to keep or leave the relationship. But this card is saying that right now you do need some stillness. You do need some quiet, and you do need some emotional healing. Right now you're in a place of great chaos, and taking a step back and really thinking is vital. Like I said, I'm a stranger on the internet, so I can't speak to whether this means this or that for the relationship. I don't know y'all's history. I don't know anything like that. So I'm gonna kind of stay at least sort of detached from making any hard calls. But I do think that... Oh, you still got 4 cards. Some advice that the cards have for the future. Okay. 5 of Swords, I know this by heart. 5 of Swords is a card of anxiety and self-doubt. This is going to be a tough thing, no matter which path you take. Do be careful not to shoot yourself in the foot by getting too emotionally, like, wrapped up or too emotionally distant. This is very much the card of, like, self-destruction via emotions. So, again, I'm still just a stranger on the internet. I'm not going to say stay or leave. I am going to say be careful with yourself. Don't act in such a way that might be self-destructive. And then factors of the external environment that might come into play. This is actually very straightforward. Right now would be a really good time for you to examine what other support systems both of you have. Because the Ten of Cups is saying that if you are looking, you guys will be able to find people who are going to be able to help you through this. Whether that, like I said, whether that is in staying together or going apart, really, really prioritize the other people in your life. And don't stay alone. Build a support system. Because no man is an island. Whatever way you go, no man is an island. So stay close to people. They're gonna really help you in this. Anybody you've got. And you might end up having to take this time to build relationships that you thought were not that close. But the Ten of Cups says that that's going to be a fruitful endeavor. So if you do feel a little bit isolated in this, take heart that that might not necessarily be the case forever. You might be able to build relationships that will be a huge support to you moving forward. Hopes and fears. This one's kind of a dual-sided card, or a dual-sided thing to pull. Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is... Oh, okay. That's actually really really on the nose. Sudden movement or change. From what you've been telling me, that's very on the nose for hopes and fears. On one hand, you don't want to be stuck in this. I'm getting that definitely clearly. At the same time, leaving something like this behind is hard. It's not just, you know, snap your fingers and it's done, you know? It's going to be an upheaval. I think that this is acknowledging that, honestly, having it be hopes and or fears, the and is very prevalent here. There's going to be feelings of great freedom and there's going to be feelings of great pain. And those are coming from the same place. It's a big change. So I hope that gives you a little bit of heart moving forward. Potential outcomes. Son of Swords. I'm not sure how to read the Son of Swords. Because the Son of Swords can be both an encouragement and a warning. The Son of Swords can be somebody who moves too quickly without thinking. But the Son of Swords can also be the person who is willing to go in and get shit done. I think if I were to try to tie it up in a nice little bow, I would say the Son of Swords and the Five of Swords go together. This is a complicated thing. I think if you have at all gotten close to the kid, it becomes even more so. Cutting it off abruptly, no contact, might suck. And it might create some damage. Now, as somebody who has been in and left relationships before, sometimes damage happens. But at the same time, you might want to consider that and think about how you want to go about it in terms of how you want to move forward. The Son of Swords, being a person card, might also not be you. It might be somebody that's going to come into your life as a result of this. Somebody who is full of action, somebody who is full of vigor, but somebody who might be a little bit pushy. If you're going down the path that you're thinking right now, then that might bring that person more into focus in your life. Whoever is really coming to mind with that description. Whether or not that's a good or bad thing is really up to you. I know people who are like the Son of Swords who I consider to be wonderful, but I also know people who I think of the Son of Swords and I think, oh my god, it's this guy. You know? But that's what I've got for you. I again, I'm just some dude on the internet, so I cannot speak to what you definitely should do. But I do think that you are at a point of a very significant crossroads. I think moving forward with caution and compassion is the best way that you can do. I'm glad I can help. I'm glad I can help. I hope it was at least somewhat enlightening. I'm still a little bit new to reading the cards. I've been doing it for a couple of years, but I know a lot of people who do it with a lot more confidence than me. So thank you very much. All right. And we are getting pretty close to when I usually end. I've been kind of exhausted today, so let me see if we have. Oops, sorry. We're getting a lot of random zoom ins from me trying to scroll up in chat. Manch. Thanks for all the fish. I guess we'll call it here if no one else wants one. And I think we'll go and hello. Hi, Krim. Are you okay with Krim, or should I go full with Crimson? Either way. Let me go and see who is live. We are just about ending, but if you do want a quick reading, I could do a quick 3 card for you if you like before we raid. But while I am thinking, we will take a quick look at who is live. Okay. I want to make sure I want to make sure I have the pronunciation of that last one correct. Alamagia? Or Alamagia? I don't know if the G is a G or a J. Okay. Alamagia. Gotcha. Okay, let's see who is live. If anybody has any requests for the raid, by all means, feel free, and I will let y'all take the wheel. But if not, I think we're gonna go see Chonky. Because I think she is wonderful. Oh my god, she's doing Stanley Parable. Oh my god. Oh, Movo's also on. Ooh. That's a tough pick. I might leave it to a poll. If Ray wants to go see Chonky. I also want to go see Chonky. So let's go and do that. Alright. She's so cute, isn't she? Ah, I love her so much. She's such a sweet, positive person. I just Oh yeah, let me throw up a save. I'll just control S it, I think. Or how do I assume I just control S it. Oh, Lotus-san. Aw. I love that. Oh, games. Oh, here we go. Save. Okay. I guess I'll just Save gum. Tarot time. Save. Okay. Alright. Let me set up the raid. And I am a very sleepy loon. So I might be going to take a bath and a nap. I will be back again on Tuesday. Me and Zix are going to be doing more Dark Souls. I'm doing my first playthrough for those of you who are new. My very first run of Dark Souls, and he is trying to be my emotional support, Zix. Because it is his favorite game, and I wanted him to be there for the whole experience. I have promised him that I will do as much of the Souls series, and possibly Sekiro, as I can. Rest well, Porku. And to anybody else who is going off for the night, have sweet dreams. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. Until then, have a good one, mortals. And I will see you then. Bye-bye!